Okay, boys, we are doing some more problems based on circles. If you see on your screen, which I'm sharing with you, if you I'm sharing the screen with you. If you see the figure, which actually I've picked up from here, from the book. Here it is given that AD and BC are parallel lines. If you see in the figure, in the first figure, A part of the question, in the A part of the question, AD and BC are parallel to each other, and angle ACB is given to be 35 degree. ACB is given to be 35 degree. We have to find the measure of angle TBC. Here there is no center given. There is no center given. So in this part of the problem, I cannot apply any center. I cannot apply any center related property. But yes, I can see the angles in the same segment, which I will see, and parallel line property, because he has given you that AD is parallel to BC. AD is parallel to BC. AD is parallel to BC. So I have made this figure here. AD is parallel to BC, A part. AD is parallel to BC. This arrow indicates lines being parallel. AD is parallel to BC. So what will happen is that when two parallel lines are cut by a third line, they make alternate angles equal. They make also corresponding angles equal. Here I am getting alternate angles equal. Like angle DAC will be equal to angle ACB will be equal to 35 degree. Alternate angles just to remind you that, like, these are two parallel lines, and third line cuts them. So what are alternate angles? This angle is alternate to what? This angle is exterior. Let me talk of the interior alternate angle. Sorry. Big issue. Like if this is angle X, this will also be angle X. These are alternate angles. Alternate on the two sides of the cutting line, the line which is cutting. Here the line AD and BC are parallel and AC cuts them. So this angle is 35, then this angle will automatically become 35, alternate angle. This will become 35, and if it becomes 35, then it becomes very simple for us. X or angle, we have to calculate angle DBC. We have to calculate angle DBC, I think, yes. Angle DBC will be equal to X, will be equal to 35 degree, will be equal to what? Will be equal to DAC. Property is angles in the same segment. Angles in the same segment. Angles in the same segment. These are angles in the same segment. Angles in the same segment. You can notice it that first of all, these lines AD was parallel to BC, applying the property, using the property of parallel lines, that if two parallel lines are cut by a third line, then alternate angles are equal, which I have shown by drawing parallel lines also. So alternate angles DAC and ACB are alternate angle. They will be equal whenever a Z is formed. Whenever a Z is formed, like this, a Z is formed. This angle and this angle are alternate. Now here in the figure which you are seeing, n is formed actually. This angle is equal to this angle. These are called alternate angle. These are called alternate angle. And when they have come out 35, then angles in the same segment. If you join D to C, if I join D to C, then DABC becomes segment. DABC becomes one segment. Bases DC. Bases DC. Two triangles are formed. DAC and DBC both have got the same base, which is the chord of the circle. DC is the chord of the circle, and A and B are lying on the same side of the circumference, on the same side, on the same part of the circumference. So angle DAC and angle DBC are angles in the same segment, and we have used the property angles in the same segment. Now let us see this. In the figure given below, O is the center of the circle, angle O is 130 degree. Find ABC. Find ABC. Okay. O is the center. A, B, C. O is the center, and he has given the angle, this angle to be 130 degree. This angle is given as 130 degree. This angle is given 130 degree. Now this is angle AOC. Angle AOC is 130 degree. So what will be the reflex angle AOC? Reflex angle AOC. And what is reflex angle? I'll write with a different color. Reflex angle is, this is the reflex angle AOC, which is going to be 360 minus 130. So that will come out to be 230 degree. Why? Sum of angles around a point is 4 right angles. It is 4 right angles or 360 degree. 4 right angle or 360 degree. So this angle, reflex angle, has come out to be how much? 230 degree. Let me name this point to be P. Now the arc APC makes or subtends reflex angle AOC at the center. It is not subtending angle AOC at the center. At AOC is being subtended by the arc ABC. You see, arc ABC subtends angle AOC at the center, but arc APC subtends reflex angle AOC at the center. Arc APC subtends angle, reflex angle AOC at center. Reflex angle AOC at center. It reflects angle AOC at center. So arc APC will subtend half of this on remaining part of the circumference, on remaining part of the circumference, on remaining part of the circumference, remaining part of the circumference. What does it mean? You see, this arc APC has subtended this reflex angle AOC, reflex angle AOC at center. Now the same arc will subtend the angle at the remaining part at the circumference, but its value will be half. And that B is not going to be anywhere on APC. That B has to be somewhere here on the other side. On the other side. If major arc is subtending arc at the center, if major arc is making any angle, major arc will always make a reflex angle at the center. Remember that. Minor arc will always subtend a non-reflexive angle at the center. And major arc will always obtain a reflex angle at the center. So angle ABC will be how much? Angle ABC will be half of 230 degree. That will be 115 degree. So we had to calculate angle ABC only. We had to calculate angle ABC only. We had to calculate angle ABC only. So we have used the property. We have used the property that angle subtended by an arc at the center is double the arc which it subtends at the remaining part of the circumference. If major arc is subtending an angle at the center, if major arc is subtending an angle at the center, it will be reflexive. If minor arc is subtending an angle at the center, it will be always non-reflexive, that less than 180 degree. It will never be more than 180 degree. Let us see the next question in this question. Let me in the given figure below calculate the value of x and y. X and y. Okay, he has made a cyclic quadrilateral. Let me draw the cyclic quadrilateral. C part, let us say it to be C part, and let me draw. Okay. He is not named it, but it is a cyclic quadrilateral. Let me name it. Let me name it A, B, C, and D. He has joined this. He joined the diagonals of the. He has joined the diagonals of the cyclic quadrilateral. Why ABCD is cyclic? Because all the vertices, whether A, B, or C, or D, is lying on the circumference of the circle, and A is joined to B, B is joined to C, C is joined to D, and D is joined to A. It is not that any of the vertices are not joined to each other. For a quadrilateral, you have to have four sides, and he has given the angle to be this angle. He has made it to be 40. This angle is 40. Take another color. This angle is 45. Take another color. Okay, which angle is X? This angle is X. And take another color. Black. Yellow is not visible. And this is Y. Now clearly I have indicated all the different angles in different colors for your convenience. Like you see, angle BAC is 40 degree. Angle BAC is 40 degree. Angle BDC is X. Both will be same because they are angles in the same segment. I would say that angle BAC is equal to angle BDC is equal to x is equal to 40 degree angles in the same segment. I don't have such big a board to write, so I write the reasons below the line, but you can write on the side of that. Angles in the same segment. Angles in the same segment. Angles in the same segment. Angles in the same segment of circle are always equal. Angles in the same segment of circle are equal. So value of x has come out to be 40. Now I have to calculate also y. I can calculate by y by using the property that the opposite angles of cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. I would say, let me take another color. I would say that uh, angle B, sorry, angle BAD is equal to how much? 40 plus 45, that is 85 degree. Angle A plus angle C will be 180 degree. Why? The reason being the opposite angles of cyclic quadrilateral, the opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary are supplementary. The opposite angles of cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. So angle the same way actually angle B plus angle D will be also 180 degree. Angle, when I say angle B, then I mean to say ABC. I say the complete angle ABC plus added to ADC will should be equal to 180 degree. Like angle BAD plus angle DCB should be equal to 180 degree. So angle A is how much actually? 85. Angle A is 85. Angle is 85. And this is how much? Angle Y is equal to 180 degree. I have drawn the Y in the black color. Okay, so let me write Y also in black only. Y will be equal to 180 minus 85. You see, if from 180 if I would have subtracted 80, I would have got how much? 100, but 5 more, so 95. 95 degree. So you have got X also, you have got Y also, and if you want to make a box around them, you can make it. My box has become suddenly very Tiramela. Okay, so you've got x is equal to 40, you've got y is equal to 95. Now let us see the fourth part of the question, D. Let's see D. Let's see what is the D. Okay, O is the center. Okay. Again cyclic quadrilateral is there. Oh wow. What a figure I've got. Okay. Alright. O is the center of the circle. Given like this. Okay, let me name them. Let me name them for our convenience. He is not named anything. Let me name it A. You can always name it for your convenience. A, B, C, D. And what has he given? He has given this angle to be 120 degree. And this angle is Y, this angle is X. We have to find Y and X. Y and X. Let me make them in different colors. Y in red, Y in red, and this in black. Okay. Now, with the angle at the center, you should have an idea that which arc is making what angle, because angle is 120 degree. Angle BOD is 180 degree, 120 degree. That means this arc is subtended by minor arc, and BAD is the minor arc. Because any angle which is non-reflexive is made by the minor arc. Minor arc means a smaller arc. Out of the two arcs, BAD is a smaller arc. So what am I going to say? Arc BAD subtends angle BOD at center. And this is how much? 120 degree. 120 degree. And arc BAD subtends angle BCD at circumference. So angle at the circumference will be half the angle at the center, which will be half of 120 degree, which will come out to be 60 degree. And what is the angle at BCD? X. X is 60 degree. Okay, let me write it in black. X is equal to 60 degree. X is equal to 60 degree. X has come out to be 60 degree. Now we want to find the value of Y. ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. And what is the property of a cyclic quadrilateral? The opposite angles of cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. So x plus y will be 180. We already know the value of x, so y will be 180 minus 60. So y will be 120 degree. I'll tell you one thing more just now. If you notice, the value of x has come out to be 60 degree. So we had calculated 60. The value of y comes out to be how much? 120. The value of y has come out to be 120. So this angle will be how much? 240. Because y is 120, the double of 120 will be 240. And 240 plus 120 when we'll add, will give you 360 degree, which is the sum of the angles around a point. So we have got this 120. So we have used the properties of the same kind of thing. Parallel line property, which parallel line, I mean, this is not a property which is, I'm going to say now it is the part of this, but parallel lines, you should know what is the property of the parallel lines. When two parallel lines are cut by a third line, we get alternate angles equal, we get uh, we get corresponding angles equal, we get vertically opposite angles equal. If just to remind you once again, I'll quickly do that portion once again. This is one line, this is another line. These are parallel lines. This is third line. This is a transversal. This is a transversal. This is a transversal. Now this line is parallel to this line. This line is parallel to this line. These are called transversal line. There are 8 angles formed here. There are 8 angles formed because there are 2 points where the 2 lines are cutting, and in each point 4 angles are formed. I am going to write them all in a color so that you can understand. For example, if I say this is angle 1, then I would say that this angle 1 is equal to angle 2. Angle 1 is equal to angle 2 interior alternate angle. Interior alternate angles. Alternate angle. These are interior alternate angles. Let me take another color. Like if I say this to be 3, this to be 4, then I will say angle 3 is equal to angle 4. Again, interior alternate angles. Interior alternate angles. These are interior alternate angles. So we have discussed the alternate angles. These are interior. Because why the interior alternate angle? They are between two cutting lines. Now let us see the outer 4 angles and what are the relation. Let me take another color. Let me take a red. Okay. Suppose this is 4. Then 4 is, so no, 4 we have already done, so we can't do 4. We have to do something else. This is 5. This is 5 and 6. 5 angle 5 is equal to angle 6 exterior alternate angle. Exterior alternate angles. And then let us see this 7 and 8. 7 is equal to 8, angle 7 and angle 8 are equal. These are also exterior alternate angles. So this is about alternate angles. Then let's talk about the corresponding angle. Then let's talk of the corresponding angle. I'll make another figure for you and do that for you. Okay. These are parallel lines and a third line cuts them. This is transversal. This is transversal. Now when we talk of the corresponding angle, we talk of one exterior, one interior angle on the same side of the cutting line. Like, again we will choose, suppose I said A, I said A. These are pair of corresponding angles. A is equal to A pair of corresponding angle. Pair of corresponding angle. Corresponding. Corresponding. Pair of corresponding angle. One interior angle, one exterior angle on the same side of the cutting line. Similarly, if it is B, it is B. This is also pair of corresponding angle. Pair of corresponding angle on the same side of the cutting line. Let's take this. If it is C, then this is C. One exterior, one interior. C is equal to C. Pair of corresponding angle. Then let me take one more green. D is equal to D. D is equal to D, a pair of corresponding angle. So interior alternate angles, exterior alternate angles, corresponding angles, pair of corresponding angles. Okay. Now let's do last. Sorry. No, what do we do? Let's do the last portion. What is the last portion? Again, I will draw the parallel lines. We have drawn these two parallel lines and alternate. Suppose let me take this side. Alternate. Okay. Alternate transversal could be any side. Now pair of vertical angles. Pair of vertical angle. Like this is x, then this is always x. These are pair of alternate angle, vertically opposite angle. These are vertically opposite angle. X is equal to x, vertical angles or vertically opposite angles. Vertical angles or vertically opposite angles. Then let us take another pair. This is y, this is y. Y is equal to y, always. Vertical angles. Let's take another. Z is equal to z. Z is equal to z. Another pair of vertical angles. Another pair of vertical angles. And then let's see the last one. This is suppose K, this is equal to K. K is equal to K vertical angle. This is just basic what I have revised for you for your benefit, so that wherever we need we can use interior alternate angles, exterior alternate angle, pair of corresponding angles and vertical angles or vertically opposite angles. That should complete today's quota of work. Thank you.